Hello and welcome. If you're new here, do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button down below for content like this and many more. For all you current subscribers, thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, I do a little bit of car reviews like this, 2024 Ford Maverick, and I do a little bit of car DIY stuff. Things like changing the engine filter and changing the cabin filter. Today I'm going to talk about this 2024 Ford Maverick. Stay tuned, that's coming up next. All right, let's talk 2024 Ford Maverick. This is the Lariat trim, which is the highest trim with the Tremor package. What is the Tremor package? The Tremor package is it adds advanced all-wheel drive system. You get you get raised ground clearance, so this is about 9 inches off the ground. You get hood graphics, which you can remove from the configurator. You get hood graphics. You get the copper accent all over the vehicle. You get 2 copper front tow hooks. It does come with, you do have this blacked out headlights. And this being the Lariat trim, it has the upgraded lighting signature. So this is all LED daytime running light here. And you have full LED low beam right there. And then this is the high beam, is also LED. It does come with Falken Wildpeak all-terrain tires wrapped in 17-inch wheels with unique copper Tremor package copper accents. You got copper accents all over, so that you have the Lariat name here in copper, black polished wheels, and just walking around this, you got the Tremor badging in the back. Also, the taillights are a little smoked because it's a Tremor package. Sorry, I'm saying package too much. And let's open the tailgate here. And it's a spray. It comes in with a sprayed-in bed liner. This bed, of course, it is a 4.5-foot bed. Not the biggest in the world because this is a subcompact pickup truck. But it's useful. It has, you got tight cargo banishment hooks on each side, and those are slidable. You can slide them back and forth. You do have a 120 watt outlet here, so you can plug in things into the bed. You do have LED lighting for the cargo. Of course, the bed lighting turns on. This bed, you can adjust it in 2 ways. So this is one of the way you can adjust it, and then the other way is like so. And it's not a bad little truck. Big bold Ford emblem, backup camera, of course. And you do have 4-pin connector for towing, which is right over here. Let me open that up right there. You got an integrated tow hitch. Of course, backup camera. LED accent lighting, as you guys can see in this Tremor pig, and the taillights are a little smoked. All right, let's go over the interior, the technology, the features. And before I go, I just want to continue to say thank you, Ford, for allowing me to have these press vehicles in my home test area. And in terms of the power department, it has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, making 250 horsepower and 270 pounds-feet of torque, mated to an 8-speed automatic in this trim because this is the 4x4 turbo. All right, let's take a look at the interior, the tech, and then we go for a quick drive. Stay tuned for that. Okay, let's step inside the 2024 Ford Maverick. Very easy to get in. You can, of course, do it 2 ways. You can do it, of course, the one way is with the key. Here's what the key looks like. You have unlock, lock, and then you can turn on the car twice, and this turns on the panic. But the easy way is just walk up to the truck, put your hand on the door handle, and the door unlocks. And stepping inside here, the Maverick is a very utilitarian vehicle. You know, you have a lot of what you need and a lot of what you don't need. So materials are simple, straightforward. You got this little floating door handle, excuse me. You got, of course, power windows, door locks, power mirrors, and you got this giant cubby here for giant takeout bottles or water bottles. This one being the Lariat with Tremor package, a little tongue-tied, comes with heated leather seats. You got the orange orange Tremor package. You got the Tremor lettering on both seats. This one has two-way lumbar support, eight-way power seat for the driver, unfortunately manual for the passenger. And stepping inside, this is what it looks like when you sit inside the Maverick, and you get the little welcome animation there from the center, the standard center screen. You get the little Maverick that comes into life. This is an 8-inch screen for the infotainment, and you got a nice little commanding view. You got little bulges on the hood. Heated steering wheel. You do have the controls for the cruise control on the left and media controls on the right. This vehicle does have automatic headlights and push button start, which is right here. Put your foot on the brake, start it, and then you see the little Ford Tough animation, and then the vehicle comes to life. It does have wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and this is running Sync 3, not Sync 4, not the latest version of Sync, and no wireless CarPlay here, but it does work. It's a functional system. It does have a little weird cubby here on the side, which I don't know what that's for. According to Ford, you can maybe 3D print a cell phone holder here and do all kinds of things. You do have physical controls for your media right here and physical controls for your climate control. Dual zone climate control in this trim because it's the Lariat trim. Like I mentioned, you got heated seats, heated steering wheel, and heated outside mirrors. And continue on to the middle center console. You do have a deep cubby here. You have the wireless charger right there. Let me see if I can turn the light on in the camera. And I cannot. All right, that's fine. If I could turn on those lights. But anyway, yes, you do have a cubby here for your wireless charger, and you have USB-C and USB-A. This is where you plug in your phone. This is the control for the little power sliding rear glass, which is this little guy right there. You press that button there and you open and close it. Very cool little feature. No sunroof in this particular trim. I guess that's a part of the luxury package. But anyway, moving back to the center console, you do have the Tremor specific controls here. You have traction control on and off. You have this I believe is the trail control. So trail control off, so that's when you're off on the trail. It's kind of like an off-road cruise control. Four-wheel drive lock and rear differential rear locker. And this is the automatic brake hold. So pressing this Tremor button here, we got cycle through the menus of the modes. So you have normal, you have tall and haul, slippery, and you got little animations for each one, mud and ruts, and sand. And then the car also will start, turning on. You'll see it turns on it locks the differential, it turns on traction control. Each mode does its own thing. They're back to normal, so it's pretty cool. You got a little animation here. And that's pretty much it in terms of the gauge cluster. Very simple. You got speedometer on the left. You have RPM on the left and speedometer on the right. This little center screen can be controlled with this button right here. And you can go up and down, and you have different things and different screens. So here is the MPG gauge, the audio, if it's on. You got the off-road gauges. So you have your yaw and pitch controls and altimeter. This is what the all-wheel drive system is doing. Tire pressure gauge and your MPG, and that's pretty much it. And you can configure this, and you can go into the menu and configure it. This vehicle, of course, does have a backup camera because it is a modern vehicle after all. So every vehicle has backup camera. You do have, this is the default view, and if you press this plus minus here, that's for the trailer. So you got a little more of a top-down view, so you can hook up your trailer if you're gonna tow with this. For towing, the Maverick is capable of about 4,000 pounds of towing with the towing package, not the Tremor. The Tremor does not increase the towing capacity in this particular vehicle. Without the tow package. And over here, overhead, you have, of course, your sunglass holder. And let me just zoom out a little bit there. Regular mirror, hello. Nothing crazy there. And that's pretty much it. You got a nice little, you got cubbies pretty much everywhere. You got a nice little center console here. And that is pretty much it. In terms of driving, you do have a nice ride height seating position. I am 5'8". And you know, my riding position is not too bad. All right, let's take a look at the back seat and the little technologies that it has back there, like, you know, little underfloor bed storage underneath the seat. And then we go for a quick drive. Stay tuned, that's coming up next. All right, let's step inside the back seat of the Ford Maverick. And this of course vehicle has automatic windows on all 4 windows, which is a nice little touch. I don't know if that's standard across the board, but it is standard in this particular trim, the Lariat. Same little floating door handle here with giant cubbies for water bottles. Back here, you do have leather seats. So the seat is leather, it's not heated, but being a pickup truck, you can do this and you can raise up the bottom seat, and you do have very sizable storage seat underneath seat storage. There are the standard cloth mats, but you have nice little deep wells, and you can put whatever you want back here, which is kind of cool. So you can do whatever you want back here. It's very nice, very useful for cargo maximizing capability. So there you go. If you don't want anything in the bed, you could just put it in there. And to put it back down, just pull on this tab and let it go. And these seats also fold down the back, which the space is a little limited. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Okay, here you go. You could just pull this little tab, this tab right here, and then pull the back of the seat. And you do have very little space back there, but you can put things like blankets or whatever items you don't want underneath. You can just put it there. And here's all the audio equipment. You got the bass there, the amp for the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which actually sounds very good. The little motor for the little window here, which is easy for service. And let's step inside the back of the Maverick. Not the biggest place in the world. I am 5'8". The seat is adjusted to how I drive. Of course, you can move it a little. You can move it forward a little bit. And more charging ports back here. You have USB-C and A, and you have another outlet here, household style outlet. So, and you can, I believe you can, Ford allows you to 3D print whatever you want. So you can put it in here, either a cup holder, whatever. The seats have pockets back there. And I guess the windows are nice and large, and they go down all the way. Little map light. And you have little itty bitty cup holders right here, and a tiny center console, and that's pretty much it. All right, let's take a quick drive of the 2024 Ford Maverick Lariat with the Tremor package and the 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's drive the 2024 Ford Maverick Lariat with the Tremor package. One thing that I gotta say, I mean, this is my 3rd Maverick that I've driven. I'm not really a fan of this rotary dial. It's a little weird. I did see somebody online completely remove that, upgraded that shifter to a F-150 shift knob, which is interesting. But anyway, let me just adjust the temperature a little bit. Driving the Maverick, it's a good little truck. I'm not gonna lie, it is a good little truck. It does have automatic start-stop technology, which can be annoying because it will shut off the car in a stoplight. I did forget to mention that this car does have Ford's active suite of safety systems, Ford Co-Pilot 360. So you can set the cruise control. It does have lane keep assist, lane centering, forward collision warning, automatic braking, all that fun stuff. Of course, being a modern vehicle. It does not have auto dimming mirror, which is interesting, nor does it have a sunroof, this trim. I'm sure you can probably get that in as an option. And but overall it drives like a little SUV, because it does share its platform with the Ford Bronco Sport and Ford Escape. So its roots come from SUV form, but it is a good little SUV in terms of its platform. I mean, excuse me, little pickup truck, excuse me, got confused. And it's not too bad. I mean, you can get 20, I mean, I'm getting 17.6 miles per gallon, but that's because I have a little bit of a lead foot. But I'm gonna do my usual highway loop here, and let's get into, and visibility is pretty good. It's not too bad. The only thing that gets in the way is that little split window in the back and the headrests, which I'm sure you can remove them and the problem will be fixed easily. But let me get into the highway here. There is no turbo, there is no sport mode or nothing, it's just regular mode. But you just step on it and the transmission is responsive. Very different driving experience than the hybrid version. I will leave the link in the video for my review of the hybrid version, so you guys can see the difference. The hybrid version feels like kind of like a luxury car-ish because it is a little quieter. And the power is actually quick. It is, I think, a little quicker than this one. Unfortunately, the hybrid version does not come in 4x4 as of my filming, and yet. There are rumors that Ford is supposed to make an all-wheel drive version of it, but we shall see if they do. But in terms of driving and things like that, I can't test the four-wheel drive system, unfortunately, because there's no, I don't live near any four-wheel drive parks or off-roading park, but I am pretty sure this thing will be fun off-road and in snow. But highway driving, it's not too bad. It does, it does the job. Let me see if I can show you guys the cruise control here. Let me turn that on, and okay, I set it. Turn on the steering wheel, and there it goes. No hands. It's completely taken over, and it keeps me in the lane. You could, of course, set the following distance to short. It will disengage itself if you turn on the turn signals, and of course if you hit the brake. But anyway, this has been my review of the the recently refreshed 2024 Ford Maverick with the Tremor package. Only major difference between the previous years and 24 is now the 2024, the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine is the base motor. No longer do you have to pay extra to get 4-cylinder turbo like the previous generations, which you get the hybrid version. But anyway, this has been my review of the 2024 Maverick. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for liking. And if you guys want to see specific content, and if you want to me review your particular car, let me know. Shoot me down a comment down below. Let me know how to contact you. I live within the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state. I live in the, if you're, excuse me, tongue-tied. If you are within the tri-state area and would like me to review your car, leave me your information in the comments down below. And I will see you on the next one. Take care and stay safe.